There's a systematic hijacking of self-determined contributions to humanity that mismanages vital resources to correct hundreds of years of chattel slavery and continue acts of terror towards the black family with fiscal redlining, underfunded school death traps, bombings of successful nonviolent black entities in Philly and Tulsa, medical, chemical, biological warfare to the communities. Now is the time for LeBron James to pass Michael Jordan's ghost. We can only do it with the supreme guidance of the God MC, Logic in the Shy. With the divine guidance of Ma'at, the status of LeBron can be elevated above that of the backstabbing Ali, who backstabbed Malcolm. Staged anti-imperialist toughness. He wanted to stage anti-imperialist toughness. A toughness meant only to team up with the dictator Mobutu, a backstab of Lumumba, who Malcolm called the greatest African to ever live. However, it's because of Ali, LeBron, that you would not have to join the incomplete Pan-African agenda and NOI. It's August 26, 2016, 2:15 a.m. It's Logic in the Shy, speaking on behalf of Black Forums. To be the GOAT LeBron means you can't be friendly. Stephen A just told your boy Mello that the other day on the subject of this brother Stephen A. Him holding your jock strap ain't gonna continue to save your street cred from the divine infliction of Ma'at. Skip Bayless has moved on to a role yet to be witnessed with Shannon Sharp. Maybe since Skip is the Howard Cosell of LeBron, the handlers at Fox are hoping that Shannon would be more of appeal for the audience in that time slot. Although Stephen A is a more articulate, he's more articulate than Shannon with wordplay. My cat just bit me. He didn't like that. He didn't like my compliment of Stephen A's having been articulate with wordplay. But Shannon always struck me as credible, unrehearsed, passionate, and tough. Still listen to Stephen A more though. Go figure. It's not an endorsement of him, but I'm just being honest about what I do. In Kemet, they were trained till the age of 42, we are now taught. Marcus Garvey. And his life lessons instruct us to marry at 36. Jordan stated in one of his books I read that he was not a man until he was close to 30. Jordan stated this even though his father, James, was so beautiful, cool, and devoted. Y'all remember James? We used to see him in the commercials. He was cool and supportive of his son. Why would Ma'at allow such a beautiful, devoted man to be killed by a black-white tandem? The answer from the God MC is supreme divine balance of Ma'at. Blessed be Ma'at. Balance of all creation. From your glory, may we bask in this nourishment. And I commit myself willingly and generously as you have blessed upon me mercy. Michael Jordan, in tandem with the commercial jail industrial complex of slave labor, with the population more numerous, as the attorney Michelle Alexander reports, than the slave trade in 1859, I believe the date was. During James's devotion, Spike Lee was forced to tell the story of Malcolm X instead of kamikaze brothers who lusted for white women in World War II if he wanted to continue to be given access to the NBA GOAT. No one in Michael Jordan's family is 6'6". You don't think a father knows what he created? You don't think James Jordan does not remember the 60s? The order to kill James Jordan was given to benefit the future jail industrial investments that his now angry son has made. What is the jail industrial complex investment timeline? We have to ask Jordan's investments. So now Jeffrey Jordan was left angry, not yet quite full grown, 36 nor 42 as the thousands of years of divine precedent state for maturation. Thousands of years of maturations around this time that we was mature. And Jordan admits that maturation is a process that doesn't reach completion at 21. He said it took him maybe 28, 29. Garvey said you have to work to 36. Ma'at said 42. So we know that Jordan wasn't grown yet, and he was still being influenced and handled to make decisions. And that appears that quite frankly he was free to make on his own free will. Is might be some anger involved there, but he made them nonetheless. From what's being reported towards the jail industrial complex. We must keep this youth in mind when we assess the likes of LeBron James. LeBron James, who state that a two-parent black family prevents child growth. This may be bad news for the beautiful Savannah. Thank God LeBron's queen, not really detested as a threat to mainstream beauty standards. Or LeBron maybe would have dumped her like Wade did the mother of his children. I'm aiding Wade's ex-wife to get that cheese right now. I'm bogus. Holla at me, mommy. Gabriel ain't Pan-African to justify dumping his high school sweetheart anyway. Wade should have kept 2 or more wives in the direction that Usain Bolt endorses, consistent with African tradition. Okay? In order to overcome Michael Jordan, LeBron James has to lead a movement that currently is not in the trajectory of his career path or capabilities without correct guidance that currently logic and the shy alone possess. LeBron's path begins with reconciliation with his father, who conspired with Gloria to conceive LeBron McClellan James to fabricate a fantasy theme. Single mother homes, for the most part, are more productive for growth of a family man. Ben Carson may not have kept a consistent Pan-African stance in his recent campaign, but even he is not that reckless in advocacy of tokenism. Ben Carson has been adamant. Ben Carson has been adamant in his advocacy for two-parent structure. LeBron James claims on his website to be involved with meaningful, long-lasting change. None of LeBron James' so-called numbers don't lie checkpoint list items on his foundation website are of any significance to the masses in the interests of self-determination. LeBron, you can ignore the presence of logic in the shy and make subliminal public statements as though you are unaware of logic in the shy if you wish. False pretense and distract from the deeds of free life justice reform, the economic forums, the fitness initiative, and energy efficiency program if you wish. And as the prime of your McDonald's bacon burger eating endorsing career winds down, LeBron, Ma'at may have a later fate in store for your career that D. Rose faced early in his, for the same offense of distraction from true causes, intentionally or not. You must immediately sponsor a unity tour, chaired, written, and managed by Freelife Records with Logic and the Shy, and yourself in supreme command of final decisions with the tour, coinciding with your NBA schedule and yourself performing. Carried around the stage on your throne, your privilege only, to preserve your strength for the season. You're gonna get this. Choose wisely.